So hello again to everyone. I managed to leave myself muted, so that wasn't a lot of good. So welcome to this evening's meditation. We can start off with a collective meditation together, and then I will play a little bit of Alap on the sitar, and we will listen to a talk from October 1996, almost exactly 25 years ago, from a public program in Cairo. But if we start off with doing Namaskar collectively and raising Kundalini, putting on a bandhan. So if we close our eyes and bring our attention inside, you may already feel the Kundalini within you, but bring our attention inside. Away from the external things we might have been dealing with today. Not on our thoughts. But inside, onto our spirit, onto this dynamic, flowing silence within us. So we can help this movement of our attention to the spirit by starting off by placing our hands on the earth. We can say the mantra of Sri Adi Bhumi Devi. Om Tvarmeva Sakshat Shri Adi Bhumi Devi Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. So within our attention, we can all ask the Mother Earth to please take away any heat from within us, any stress, any disturbance we've picked up or that we have, however minor, within us. And we humbly ask that the Mother Earth just absorb these and take them from us. So just sit for a minute and just feel this, any tension, any heat draining out of your hands, out of your feet. Into the Mother Earth. Then we can put our left hand onto our lap. Here we can say the mantra for Sri Ganesh. Om Tameva Sakshat Sri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Sri Ganesha, we all come here this evening to meditate together. We humbly ask that you bless us in this endeavour, that you remove all obstacles within us or outside of us, all obstacles in the way of this desire we have. That you clear the path for Kundalini. That we may be able to feel the Spirit within us. That our attention may rise to the Sahasrara chakra. We can now put our attention onto our left channel, leaving our hands as they are with the left hand on the lap, the right hand on the earth. We can say the mantra for Shri Mahakali Bhairava Sakshat. Om Tameva Sakshat Shri Mahakali Sakshat Shri Bhairava Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Mother, please balance our left side. Please balance the emotions within us. Please settle down our feelings. bring the light of the Spirit into the left side and dispel all darkness within our attention. Again, we can just sit for a moment and feel this and let this balancing of the left side take place. So we can then put our left hand facing up in the posture for clearing the right side. So palm facing backwards. Put our right hand on our lap. And here we say the mantra for Sri Mahasaraswati Sakshat, Sri Hanumana Sakshat. Om Tarmeva Sakshat, Sri Mahasaraswati Sakshat, Sri Hanumana Sakshat, Sri Adi Shakti Mataji, Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Shri Mataji, we humbly pray that you clear our right channel, you cool it down, remove our overthinking, remove any disturbance in our thoughts, any panicky thoughts, any unsettled thoughts. Just soothe them down. Take them from our attention. Let our attention be pure and clear. Take away all our planning and busyness. So that the experience of thoughtlessness can grow within us. So again, we'll just sit for a moment in this posture and let the right side clear. Keeping our attention on the Sasrara as we let the right side cool down. So we bring our attention now to the Sushumna, the central channel. If we put both our hands on our lap. As we all know, the Sushumna is the only channel that leads to the Sahasrara. It's our path of evolution, of growth within us. So if we take a moment within ourselves just to raise our attention up from the Muladhara, from the base of our subtle system up through the Swadhisthana chakra to the Nabi, across the void, up to the heart, the seat of our mother, of Sri Durga. Allow our attention to keep rising to the Vishuddhi, to our collectivity, our oneness. And up still further through the Agya, through the small gate, and up to the Sahasrara. On the Agnya we can say within ourselves, Mother, I forgive everyone. Shamataji, I forgive everyone. And then bring our attention up to the Sahasrara. See if you can hold it there without thinking.
And I feel that all the Islamic problem you can solve. All over the world you find the Islamic people are smooshed up. Anyway,
Yes.
you know, for a person like me, every time I have to weep when I hear something horrible happening, so many people getting killed, this thing.
Yes.
And there's a solution for it. If people like you who are open-hearted listen and understand, try to understand what I'm saying. This is a very important thing we have to do at this moment. This is a special time, I call it as the last judgment. It's the time you have to judge whether you want the truth or not. If you want to have the truth, then you can save the world. If you don't want to have the truth, then there's destruction, nothing else. This is a simple style of understanding this one. Should I start now?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
So I again bow to all of you, the seekers of truth. And if you are seeking the truth, then it's better that you get it. And it's not so difficult. This country has a speciality, as you know, compared to all other Islamic countries. They are very open-hearted and secular by temperament. They are very tolerant people, I must say. And you had a great personality of Sadat here, who was himself, according to me, was a realized soul. Now the problem of Islam must be understood clearly. First of all, the religion, anybody who says, I follow this religion, say it. They just say it. It's like a brand, but it has no meaning. I might say, I am a Christian, all right, but I'll do all kinds of nonsensical things that I say, I am a Hindu, and I'll do all kinds of immoral things and I'm a Hindu, you see. Same with Islam. So one should see as an intelligent man that there's something basically wrong about that. That why is it when we call ourselves by a particular religion, we don't follow it. Now, in Islam, there's one very big problem, that is the force. You have to follow because there's some sort of a force behind. Same in Christianity. Christianity, same thing. I was born in a Christian family. Christianity also, if you don't follow it, if you don't go to the church, if you don't practice it, if you don't give money to the church, then you are a backbencher, you are not a Christian. It goes on like this. But when you see the priests how they are, then you get a shock. Now this Catholic Church, I'm in Italy, every day I get horrible news about them, what they are doing. We read a book written by Yala, interesting, in which it says that $9 billion were counterfeited by Catholic Church, counterfeited, and were distributed through their bank. The bank which is called as Vatican Bank. Can you imagine? To the people. Such a horrible thing was done. Now, when you read other things like in Austria, I must tell you what has happened about it. It's very surprising thing that they caught one priest. They are not supposed to marry. This is something unnatural. But they are not supposed to marry. The priest was caught with a woman. Then he gave away 16 names of priests who were doing this kind of thing. And all of them know, because this is all in them. And they had children from them. And they had houses. And when they were asked, why are you doing like this? Why don't you marry these women? And some were married women. Well, such illegal things were there. And they answered for that our church doesn't want to pay widows. Can you imagine? What a materialistic nonsense it is. It's absolutely material. And also you go to other extreme of them, their behavior is that they are so unnaturally kept as priests that they have another funny nonsense going on there with the children. See, now in Europe especially, horrible things they are doing to children. You must have read about what happened in Belgium, so, where a magistrate, 8 policemen, 2 teachers or something like that, they all got involved into a case where 17 girls they used and killed. Now, is this any religion? Is this any godliness? Is this any divinity? Now we have one gentleman, Andreotti in Italy. He is now caught for all kinds of embezzlement and all kinds of bribery, corruption and all that. He was Prime Minister of Italy. And he used to go to church every day. What was he doing in the church? Every morning he used to. So we must look, why is it that those who say they are ardent this and ardent that, why are they not people who love, who have compassion? What is the reason? If religion means fighting, then better not have it. Because this kind of revolutions that they have had, French Revolution, do you think the problem of France is solved by that? Not at all. Extremely immoral, barbaric. I tell you, for Indians it's a shock to be in France and to be there, because they have no sense of morality. Imagine their Prime Minister had a key, no, the President had a key and she was the Prime Minister. And she was there even when he died. Now all such things are going on and they call themselves Christians. Now the Islamic problem is this, that fundamentalists believe that by following Western life you become immoral. That is their idea. So we should force Islamic laws, by which women should remain very chaste and men should remain very chaste, there should be chastity. This is what is the idea of fundamentalism. I don't blame them for that. But the problem is, you cannot follow any religion, you cannot practice any religion if it is forced on you. It's not possible. I'll give you an example of, I went to Riyadh. You know, in Riyadh, if you drink, then you are hanged. If a woman even tries to be friendly with another man, she's beaten up and she's buried in the ground and they beat her with stones, all sorts of things. So strict they are, they 5 times they are supposed to do salah. And even we, people, we were there. So in the market, if you are there, immediately must cover your and sit down, otherwise they come, mutawwas they are called, they come and hit you, know, they are like God's, what you can call them, God's policemen. Horrible looking fellows, I tell you. By no means they have anything to do with God. So that's what they do. And you have to follow it compulsorily. One princess was killed because she wanted to marry somebody who was not a princess. All sorts of things going on. So people who can think and understand have to know that this kind of nonsense is going on. And once then I was traveling from Riyadh to London. Went off to sleep. And when I got up, what I find, all those people who were traveling with me, they were all wearing first long skirts, you see. Then before getting down, much before getting down, in London, they had already become worse than English up to here. They were wearing, and the men were in very swanky things and all. My husband doesn't drink at all. We are that way absolute Muslims because we don't drink. We don't have all these habits which are said to not to have. Not that somebody's forced us, but we are like that. So they always used to say you are the real Muslim, because wherever he went in a party, they used to offer drinks and all the Muslims, and no, when it is coming to drinks, there's nothing like Muslim into Christians, nothing. They all used to drink. So it shows very clearly that this religion had no impact. So these people, call themselves fundamentalists, are also not know that by force you cannot create religion. Well, I would say Prophet Muhammad had to fight because people were so aggressive. That's why he had to fight, but not just for the fun's sake he was fighting or anything. Now, if you see to the people who think they are very fundamentalist, also I know them, they are horrible people. They can kill any number of people, they think they are very great sent by God sort of people. Now all this problem of religion has to be resolved. And then I have to tell you one thing, that all these religions are just like flowers on one tree of spirituality. They are all one if you see in the essence. Now if you read Moses, alright, then Prophet Muhammad has described him. He has also described Abraham. Then how can Muslims fight the Jews? Not only that, he has described Christ, and especially he has described the mother of Christ in such a way, with such adoration and respect for her, which is not even in the Bible. Now the tragedy of the Bible was like this, that the one who wrote Bible was Mr. Paul, which is the one who came after Christ, and he was epileptic. According to our Sahaja Yoga, when you get possessed, then only you become epileptic. Now this man was told by Christ, though Bible is written by this horrible fellow, edited by him, and he got hold of the Christ's worst disciple was Peter. And Christ told Peter that Satan will take you over, and this Satan was Paul. Khalil Gibran has written about this Paul very much, and is so clearly written by Khalil Gibran, because he was a realized soul, so he could say what sort of a man he was. Now, he made Peter say that you start a church and you become this, and so this great Catholic church was out of nothing. It has nothing to do with Christ. The way they are behaving now, this Catholic church people, I just can't understand. Because now I am in Italy and I see it every day what is happening. And I am so shocked that still they are solidly going along, now fighting for abortion, fighting for this, fighting. That's not so important. What is important? That our religion, which is within us, must be awakened. And for which not only is written in our holy books, but also written by many great poets. Like William Blake has written about it. William Blake. Then I know about many English poets who have written about it, but I don't know. It must be lots of Sufis have been in this country. They must have also written about it, that you have to become the self. You have to know yourself. Because Prophet Muhammad has said that unless and until you know yourself, you cannot know God. The attention is not there that we should know ourselves. Only thing that women should wear long skirts and this they should do, that they should do, and all this kind of thing. It's not going to make any difference. The religion has to come within yours, has to be awakened within yours. And then you will realize that all religions come from the same tree of spirituality. As I told you, that Muhammad Sahib himself has described all of them. So how can Muslims fight the Jews or Jews fight the Muslims? The relationship is already established in the Quran. So the inner religion, what about it? If once you become yourself, your inner religion is awakened automatically. Don't have to tell anything about it, do this or do that, nothing of it. In the Quran is written that you have to be the wali. Wali is the knower of yourself. So the knowledge which is within you, which is the subtle knowledge we have. I give an example of say, now I'm seeing this painting here is such a beautiful painting, so beautifully done, everything, but I'm not there, I just artificially am seeing that. So the picture that they have put in is not reality. You have to get to reality and not be satisfied with words. With words you cannot go anywhere, just words are words and words and words. Whatever I am saying is also just words. So you have to become yourself, and for that becoming there is an arrangement within us, which people don't know, perhaps we don't have it. We don't know, we are not aware that there is a possibility. So instead of revolution, what you need is evolution. Thank God now Mr. Pope has suddenly said that there was evolution. And he has agreed to that. Now, I have seen also that Islamic scholars, some of them, who have just read Islamic things, are just saying that there was no evolution, there was nothing like that. It's a very long story. So we need not go into the discussion of it. But if we can evolve into ourselves, then we know the reality. First of all, I have to say, you are seekers of truth, and whatever I am saying, you need not accept at all. Blindly don't accept. Blindly we have followed all these religions and you see what has happened. So if you get the experience, then as honest people you must accept. Because for the benevolence of Egypt, for the benevolence of the whole world. So what is that? Now here we have shown. So first of all we should know what is the truth. What is the truth we are aiming at? The first truth is that you are not this body, this mind, these conditionings, these egos, but you are the pure spirit. This is the first truth we have to know, that we have to become the spirit. Because you are the pure spirit. This is the first truth which has to be achieved. The second truth is that there is an all-pervading power, which in your language you call it Ruh. Ruh is the word they use in Islam. Ruh. All-pervading power of divine love. I say love. Love is truth and truth is love. But we'll prove it. First of all, let us see. So, these are the two things which I would tell you, that you are the pure spirit and that there is all-pervading power of divine love, of compassion, of rahmat. Now, you see these beautiful flowers here. All right. Yeah. We take them for granted. We don't even think that these flowers have come to us in different forms, different colors, different fragrance from the Mother Earth. Who has done this living job? Such a tremendous job. Who has done? We take it for granted. We don't even think about it. It's taken for granted. If you ask a doctor who runs your heart, so he will say it's an autonomous nervous system. Autonomous nervous system runs my heart. So you will say, who is this auto? Who is this auto? Who runs your heart? They don't know. They're honest. They say, we don't know. But we call it autonomous nervous system that runs our heart. Now the time has come for us to know the reality and the science of the divine. Then you will be amazed that our science is nothing compared to the science of divine. Now you see here, we have shown in a triangular, the base of it, a triangle. That is the bone here, which we call as the sacrum bone. That means the Greeks, this is the Greek word. So the Greeks knew that there is a sacred bone within us, so called sacrum. And in this bone lies an energy, which is asas. Asas, as written in the Purana. This energy, when the last evolution, now you are a human being, and after that to become a higher human being, this rises through these 6 centers and pierces through this fontanelle bone area and connects you to this all-pervading power, which is the rain. It is a spontaneous thing. Like sow a seed in the Mother Earth, it sprouts by itself. So it's a built-in quality within you. It's your own power. You are not obliged to me by any chance. This is your own power within you residing there, which will give you this greatness of becoming one with the root. So you become Rohani. We call it Yogi, means the one who has united with this all-pervading power. It's all your own. All your growth, all your creativity, everything shines, your intelligence shines, your wisdom comes, everything through this energy which energizes. These centers are shown here, 6 of them. Now these 6 centers are responsible for your physical, mental and emotional health. By this, your health improves, no doubt. Also your wealth improves. How? Because your attention becomes very sharp. It becomes very concentrated. And you exactly.
So we can draw our meditation to a close with our attention in Sahasrara. We can thank Shri Mataji for all her effort on the earth, for going around the whole world and talking to us, showing us about ourselves, about our spiritual self, the mechanics of it, the nuts and bolts, how it works, so that we could all learn how to be connected to it, how to correct it, how to correct ourselves. All of this has been possible through Shri Mataji's effort, through her tireless compassion and knowledge. So we can all thank her in our hearts for our own piece of the story of Sahaja Yoga, of our own journey. And we can say the the last of the great mantras. Om Tvalmeva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Sahasrara Swamini Moksha Pradayini Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Mataji. Victory to our mother in all her endeavours. So I'm going to put on now a little piece of flute music, a Dunin Ragbhairavi by Rajendra Prasanna, and we can, those of us who wish to sit and meditate a little longer, it's not long, it's only, I think it's only about 10 minutes long, 9 minutes long, we can sit and meditate a bit longer, and those of us who wish to namaskar and raise Kundalini can do so. So thank you for joining us. Good night. Hope you have a wonderful rest of the evening, and see you next time.